Sound check 1 2. Sound check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. Sound check. Good almost afternoon, guys. I'm just waiting for a few more people to get the live notification, and we'll go ahead and get started. Guys, when you get on the feed on YouTube or Facebook and you can see me and hear me, pop in the comments and let me know. Yep, you're here, you're watching, you can see, you can hear. Hey, Dwayne, how are you? And let me know where you're watching from, guys. Like I said, just going to wait for a few more people to get the live notifications, and then I will go ahead and get this started. Hope everyone is having a good day. I hope everyone's staying safe from the storms hitting lots of the country.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like we've got some people joining us. I'm just going to give it a couple more minutes here. Once again, guys, if you're just popping on, I would love it if you would get in the comments and let me know. Yep, you can see, you can hear, and let me know where you're watching from. Pennsylvania. Thank you, Dwayne. We're using a Starlink. So, you know, if you guys watch me regularly, you know, every time we have to hook up some sort of temporary internet, I'm a little concerned until I get to do a live and make sure everybody can see and hear. The weather is beautiful here today, guys. We are in Carthage, Mississippi today. It is, well, for me, this is summertime weather for sure. I know it's not South Mississippi summertime. Hi, Steve and Charlotte. But yeah, where's Kelly? My thing is, there we go. Kelly, you are good. Great, Kelly. That's what I want to hear. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started so I don't have too much of your time occupied. So this is Bridget from Horse Auctions USA, and we are coming to you live from the fully renovated Carthage Coliseum in Carthage, Mississippi. This is the Southern States Equine Performance Horse Sale. This is the first one of these performance sales that they have done here. Oh, good, Kelly. I'm glad. The picture looks really good on my end. I just want to make sure it looks good on your end. First performance horse sale they've done here, and done a great job. Really nice set of horses, looking at around 50-ish head today. And the start time today is 1 o'clock. For those of you watching from out of the area, we are on Central Time here. So as I'm talking to you, it is 11:43 here in Carthage. So if you are east or west, kind of look at your clock so you kind of know. 11:43 here right now, and start time on the horse sale is 1 o'clock. Might be just a tick over, won't be much. At 12:30, we didn't really have a quote-unquote tack sale, but we are going to sell, we have some Amish harness leather tack, like working tack, breast collars, head stalls, reins. And then we have a select set of better saddles. There are panels and gates and hay feeders and a horse trailer. And we're going to rock through those and get on to the horses at approximately 1 o'clock. I'm going to go ahead and put the online bidding link for today in the comments now. So hopefully it posts. We'll see if it gets there. Yay, it looks like it did. And pin it there. So we will be live with online bidding today on Horse Auctions USA. So the purpose of this video, again, for those of you who watch me regularly, it's twofold. Number one, I want to make sure you can see and hear, because we got to have that for the internet. And number two, I want to go over online bidding. Horse Auctions USA is new to Southern States. So if you are watching me exclusively on the Southern States site, this may be of use to you if you haven't used our online bidding platform before. I'm going to go ahead and change your view so you guys are looking at my computer screen. So right now you're looking at the ring. And when the horses are in, the camera's going to stay stationary most of the time, but I do have it on a swivel. So if a horse and rider decide to do something super, super cool somewhere, I can zoom, okay? And I think let me just look. I think that my camera is mirrored. So I want to see if that is the case. It is mirrored. There we go. That's better. Now my camera had it. That's fine when we're looking at this, but when I flip it around and you're looking at writing, it'll all be backwards to you guys. Okay. So again, this will be the view for most of the sale. because when I move that camera, you might see things might get blurry a little bit, and I don't want that. So the camera is going to stay just about like that for the duration of the sale, unless the horse is doing something super neat, and then I'll try to zoom in and get right on that horse. Let me flip your view around now so you're looking at my computer screen. And if you guys have a question while I'm going through this, when we're looking at the computer screen view, go ahead and put it in the comments, and I will come back to those as soon as we're done this part. Okay, so how do we bid online? Walk me through, how do we do this? Horse Auctions USA does have an app. So if you have an iPhone or an iPad, you're using an Apple product, you might download the Horse Auctions USA app. It is free to download. It is super, super easy to use. You do not have to be a tech guru at all to operate it. Just go to your app store, search Horse Auctions. Here's our name. As you can see it at the top, there's an S at the end of auctions, Horse Auctions USA. It'll pop right up with our little logo here, and you can download it. Again, highly recommend the app for your Apple products. Sadly, for my Android users, I'm so sorry, we do not have an app for you guys. So Android users and those of you on a computer, you're going to use your browser. Horse Auctions USA will work in any browser. So whatever your browser of choice is absolutely fine, whether that be Safari or Edge or Firefox. I'm a Chrome girl, and I do like Chrome because it tends to be the most up-to-date browser. Whichever browser you choose, the address you're going to type is bid, like you're placing a bid, BID, and then a period, Horse Auctions, there is an S at the end of auctions, USA.com. Okay. Whether you're on the app or the website, when you first open the app or first navigate to the website, this is what you're going to see. Okay. Just like our name implies, we're all over the US. We put a lot of miles on in the course of a month. The sales here are listed chronologically, and today we are talking about Southern States Equine Performance Sale. So here it is. Here is that fabulous flyer. Shout out to Hannah Kress, the flyer genius. She is a guru. Click View Auction. Okay. And what that's going to do is bring up this. This is an index of what is selling today. Okay. You will see a few to be announced slots. Those have been filled. I just don't have the horse information. They were filled kind of late after the catalog was done. So those horses, the information will be announced when they come in the ring, hence the name to be announced. So as you can see, you can kind of scroll down through, get a little, preview of what all is here. And then when you see one you want to know more about, you can click on it. And what that's going to do is open up the horse's full listing. Okay. So here is all of this mare's information. If the horse has a video, it's going to tell you they have a video, and that video is always going to be the second thumbnail. So right now we're looking at the first thumbnail. And if I do this little caret here, it's going to take me to her video, which will play right there in your browser. Okay. So she's got here. We'll get through. So if they've got a video, again, it's going to tell you there's a video. And then any additional photos. Registered horses, I think all of them. I don't think we have any exceptions. I think all of the registered horses do have a picture of their papers and pedigree on there. So that's a little about how to navigate. If you're brand spanking new to online bidding, brand spanking new to this sale, I'm going to direct you to lot number 0, this top lot. Sale information and practice bidding lot. It is exactly what its name implies. That's where all the good stuff is, guys. That's where the information that you need, all the basics, the what, the when, the where, and a little overview of the online bidding. The second part of this lot's name, practice bidding, is exactly what it is. You can use this, again, if online bidding is new for you, this is your have at it, no holds barred lot. Okay, you can make all the mistakes you want. If you ever wanted to place big giant bids on something just to see how it feels, go ahead. Anything you place on this lot is just a free for all. Okay, it doesn't count. So how do we register? You'll notice under each and every lot, it says register to bid. So when you click on that, it doesn't matter which one you click on, guys. Anyone in the sale is fine. Click register to bid. It's going to bring up this little pop-up window. If you are brand new to Horse Auctions USA, you have not been with me at any other sale, do not put your name, your email, and your password in here, okay? That's for returning users. So a lot of people they see this and they just automatically put their stuff in and then it doesn't work. That's why. So this is just for returning users. If you're new, you guys go down here to the bottom where it says no account, sign up here. Going to put in your first and last name, your email address, a password you can hopefully remember. Make sure that this is checked so that you do get your notifications, and click continue. From here, it's going to do one of two things depending on the browser. Either it's going to take you to continue the registration process where you're going to put your complete address, your phone number, and a credit or a debit card in, or it's going to take you back to this with your name at the top. If it takes you back to this, just click register to bid, and then it's going to prompt. So either way, the first part, the putting your name and your email in and a password, that's just making your account. And the second part, when you have to put in your address and your phone number and your card, that's the actual registration part. When you do, It's going to show you the terms and conditions. Kind of take a look through those, make sure you understand them. Horse Auctions USA is going to put a $500 pre-authorization on that card. And I don't want you to panic. It's not a charge. And I hate that we have to do it at all, but we are subject to scammers just like the rest of the world. So I need to make sure that the people on the other end of their phones or that computer are real live humans over the age of 18 and you have a valid payment method. So it's just a pre-authorization. It's going to fall off automatically on my end at the end of the day today. When that happens on your end is entirely dependent on your bank. For most of you, it will be the next business day, which is Monday. For some of you, it might be Tuesday or Wednesday. Again, I have no control over when it falls off. Just know that it absolutely 100% will fall off. So if you registered a bid and you don't buy anything, you've spent $0, okay? Your mobile banking app may very well send you a notification that says there's a charge, okay? It's just, they have safety and security features too. If you get in your mobile banking, you'll see it there as a pending, okay? It's going to fall off. It's going to go away like it was never there. So when you get that notification, don't panic. It's just your bank letting you know someone's doing something with your card, okay? And that's what it is. So let me get into my bidder account so you can see what it looks like once you are registered to bid. All right, so I'm registered and I am signed in. And I know this because my name is up here, okay? So I know I'm signed in. And I know I'm looking at an auction that I'm registered for because now all my little register to bid prompts, you see how they've changed? Now they're asking me if I want to place a bid. The reason it's asking me if I want to place a bid is that you have two different options available to you on Horse Auctions USA. The first is to watch and bid live, okay? And the second is to place absentee bids, just like eBay if you ever used eBay. We're going to go over how to use them both, okay? So let's for one moment pretend that it is 1 o'clock Central Time and we're live, all right? So I make sure I'm logged in. Yep, my name is there. I click on the first lot. So in this case, we're going to do the horse trailer online first. You'll click on the active lot, click the view live, okay? Right now, what this is what we're looking at, okay? But during the sale, obviously, that's going to give you real-time audio and video, okay? So the auctioneer's going along. He's doing his thing, right? And our auctioneer today is Ernie Schenker. He's very clear. He's pretty easy to understand, but I know some people get a little hung up on trying to make out every syllable of the auctioneer's chant. Don't get hung up on that. What you really need to worry about when he is doing his thing is the number he's asking for, right? That's my job. I'll keep up with that. So you look at the screen here where it says the number, and I'm going to have this number changing. It's going to be changing pretty rapidly as he's increasing the bid amount. Okay, so we're live. He's asking for $1,000 and I want to bid. So I'm going to click once to bid. You see how it says confirm bid? I have not yet placed my bid. Okay, this is very, very important. You have to click confirm bid to actually send the bid. We make you do this because we don't want an accidental bidding. Nothing good has ever come from that. We don't want to start, okay? So once, twice, confirm your bid. When you've sent your bid in, it's very obvious that you are now the high bidder. It literally tells you you're the high bidder. It turns green. You get little stars, the whole enchilada, okay? If you get outbid, it's going to say you've been outbid, bid again. So that's for my live bidders. For my absentee bidders, why would you use it? The most obvious reason is maybe you just can't watch live today. You got to work, your kid's got a ball game, you got a family thing, you have something preventing you from watching live. That's a pretty obvious reason to use it. The less obvious reason is this. If you live in rural America, odds are good you may have slower internet or maybe not the most dependable cell service. If you're bidding live, you want to make sure you are bidding from a place of very good service because it is fast paced, okay? And if there is a lag on your end getting your bid in, you may miss out, okay? There is nothing worse, no worse feeling for me than having someone chime in to bid right as the auctioneer says sold. It happens every sale everywhere in America, and I always hate it for my bidders, okay? So you want to get your bids in quickly, and if you're watching from a place with poor internet service, that can really hinder that process, okay? So for my bidders that may apply to, you might use this absentee bidding option we're going to go over. A lot of my bidders who do live in slower service will use this option and still watch live. Just because you place an absentee bid doesn't mean you can't jump in and go to live. Okay, you can anytime. It just takes the heavy lifting out for you. I want to show you how that process works. I'm just going to back out of the screen for 1 second. You see how next to the bid buttons, there's a little down arrow, a little down caret. That's your absentee bidding caret, okay? So if you grab it, it's going to do this, create a max bid. So when you click on that, you're going to enter the most you would want to spend on this horse, okay? I'm going to pick a pretty low one here because I want you guys to play with this lot and knock me out. So I'm going to place a $3,000 max. This is what I want you to see. The computer has registered that I do have a maximum bid of $3,000, but you'll notice I am still the winning bidder at only $1,000. Okay, don't be afraid to put a big number in there thinking the computer's just going to have at it, go hog wild and put you in for $3,000. It's not, okay? When you place a max bid, you are telling the computer to act as your proxy, right? To bid on your behalf. And so the computer's job is to keep you the winning bidder for the lowest possible amount. So I'm going to sit right here winning this practice lot until somebody else comes and places a bid. If you bid $12.50, it's going to knock you out and put me in at $12.50 because I have an existing bid there, right? And it's going to tell you you have to bid again. It's only going to raise my bid by $250 as it needs to, okay? Till we get to $3,000, then if one of you comes along and knocks me out for 32.5, I'm going to get a notice letting me know I'm out of the game and I got to place another bid. If you place an early absentee bid and that horse comes in and an announcement is made or an observation is made that changes this information, for example, practice horse comes in and they're like, by the way, he cribs at, when he's stalled, or practice horse comes in and he's dragging a leg behind him, I'm going to take out any absentee bids. Okay. And the reason for that is not to take you out of a horse, but because the people that are here in person bidding live now have information available that you didn't have, right? So if it's not listed here and he comes in the ring and there's something, we're going to take out any existing absentee bids. Now, if you're watching live and let's say the horse is a cribber and you're like, oh, but wait, no, I don't care. I'm fine with a cribber. You can just replace your bid real quick. Okay. But we do that for your protection. So I'm telling you that so you know that that's, how that works and why we would do that. If you're a winning bidder, first, congratulations. Second, the office is going to be in touch. It probably won't be immediately when you get the horse. But sometime this afternoon, the office will reach out. You'll make your final payment directly to the office, okay, and schedule pickup. If you need hauling, there are haulers available. If you'll reach out to Stacy, she can connect you with those. I am going to switch your view back over to the ring to see if we've got any questions. And if we don't, I'm going to get out of your hair for a little bit, and I'll be back at 1 o'clock Central Time. So let's just see if we've got any questions. Hey, guys. Okay.